Alright, we are live. Today we'll be doing a random run in Pokemon Yellow. This ought to be fun. I mean, I think it'll be alright. First stages aren't too bad in this game. But if we take a quick glance at the leaderboard... Give me a sec. Okay. So if we take a quick... Oh, wrong monitor. So if we take a quick look at our leaderboard here, we still have Nidoking in slot 1, and if we go down here, we'll see our, low tier stuff. Porygon, Onix, Rattata, Pikachu, Hitmonchan. Yeah, I saw some of you were saying I should play Hitmonchan. No, I do not. Tangela, Magnemite. My lowest ranked fully evolved Pokemon is technically Porygon, but other than that, it's Exeggutor. Exeggutor's early game is just garbage. Honestly, the main thing I just worry about with these random yellow runs is, will we have an easy Brock split or no? But, let's see what we're running today. You've got to be kidding. My dude. Well, that's just awesome. If only, Dratini. You know, on the bright side, at least there isn't that early Rocket Grunt with Leech Life, but this really isn't any better. It'll become good once we get access to Sleep Powder, Swords Dance, Body Slam, but... let's see. Sleep Powder, Body Slam, Swords Dance, Acid into Mimic for Agatha. Does it get... Oh, we don't get Growth. Oh yeah, no Body Slam, so we would have to use, Swords Dance Acid, or Swords Dance... That's basically it. I think this is a run where we want to get Double Edge. Yeah, let's do this first playthrough right away. Let me just make Oddish my starter real quick. Rage Gaming? No. Rage is only really good if you get it by level up early on. I think there's one Pokemon that starts with Rage and it used it on Brock. There's gotta be one that does that. Why Swords Dance +6 when you can Rage there? Very funny. Alright, so let's go ahead and make an over-under. The reason I don't want to spend any time routing is because we can just have the XP router do a lot of the work. Oh my god, the XP router sucks sometimes. There we go. Alright, so let's create an over-under. What's the Pokemon? Oddish. I think the over-under being at 110 will be appropriate. Actually, that probably won't be, now that I think about it. I don't know. Yeah, like you said, it is pretty intuitive. Let's take a look at Scott's run. Let's see. His Oddish playthrough's from 3 years ago. Oh, dude. I don't want to watch it if it's that old. Yeah, let's just pretend that run doesn't exist. Okay. I think I'll do 120 to 125. That should be an appropriate over-under. Alright. I'd say let's get into this. 3, 2, 1, go. We might need this. But yeah, having only absorb until level 24 is going to be really rough. Oh, I forgot to update my crit chance. Oh, I didn't reload the mapper. Whoops. Alright, let me look at this thing's stats. Forgot to go over them. 75 special, 30 speed. Wow, that is bad. A 5.85% chance to crit. I mean, on the bright side, we don't have to worry about our moves getting bad crits. How will you deal with Weedle? Good question. I don't know. I'm not kidding. Probably struggle. Probably struggle. Can't wait for tomorrow again. Yep. Just imagine if PokeLink didn't work again, I had to delay it again. I mean, that wouldn't be funny. I want to do Moon. Alright, take 2. Wait. Oh, my desktop audio is really low. I have to adjust it for different things. You know what's funny? I actually decided to... Hold on. Man, whenever I eat right before a stream, I cough a lot. I don't know why. But I just gotta keep talking, and then eventually it stops. But anyway, I decided to randomly check my Twitch page. I'm up to 157 followers on Twitch now, just from multi-streaming. I didn't reload the mapper. I'll just do it while this fight plays out. Oh, hold on. I gotta start over again. Since the mapper wasn't loaded, I didn't have the stats set. Man, I guess we're doing a take 3 today. Dude, this random Oddish had a special stat of 0. Why would Metapod Caterpie Metapod Trainer be worth fighting? I mean, I get it. I need all the experience I can get. It's just... It would take so long. Alright, take 3. Oh, fun fact, if you still have a save file, the game time actually starts progressing when you hit new game. Like you saw right there on my overlay, the game time didn't start until the main character shrunk. If you already have a save file and you hit new game, the game time actually starts right away. It's really weird. I mean, don't worry, when we do Guzzlord, we'll do Kingler Calc. I will never go into moon runs blindly again. Alright, I guess we're fighting Vaporeon today. Hey, a smash. I mean, this thing will be passable once we get Acid and Swords Dance. Yeah, Torture would have... the reason I didn't name it Torture is because we have access to Sleep Powder and Swords Dance. So it's going to be bad now, but later it'll be fine. It should go sub-hour. Probably not in my rules. You know what? Yeah, let's fight this guy. Man, that took like 11 absorbs. I just wonder if we're gonna have enough HP to kill with Struggle. I mean, this would be a pretty good spot to Blackout Train. I mean, unless we end up beating it. Which I think we will. I mean, we may as well hold on to Struggle for a bit. Ooh, Metapod. Yes, please. I wonder if with Struggle, if it's worth fighting the next trainer. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna fight this guy, yeah. I think we should be able to do it. Maybe not. I mean, that trainer's pretty good to black out on, I think. Thing is, I think we're gonna need to. Because, I mean, we could theoretically just beat Brock right now. It's just the problem is, the Route 3 and Mount Moon trainers are going to be awful. So I think doing some basic blackout training early on is going to mean a huge difference. I don't think you need to. Well, I don't know. Because, I mean, here's the thing. If we just went directly to Brock, and let's assume we were level 9 after we beat him. What would be the plan for taking out the 3-trainer bug catcher? I don't think we'd be able to blackout train to him. Oh, are you saying, like, just beat him and that's it? I don't know. Maybe this is or isn't necessary, but for now, I'm going to do it. Oh, forgot to add the blackout. Also, I actually did not catch a Pidgey today because I knew I would need to blackout train. But if I end up encountering a Pidgey just before Mount Moon, I'll catch it. If not, then I'll probably wait till, like, Doduo or something. Yeah, we might need to struggle down that trainer. Team Doduo. I mean, I won't go Doduo yet. I'm just not catching my flyer in Viridian Forest. Alright, yeah, this guy should eat up the rest of our absorbs. Yeah, I knew I didn't heal PP because I knew we would probably need struggle for the next trainer. He sends out Rattata first, right? Yeah, Rattata. It's fine if we have some absorbs left. At least Poison Sting's only doing 2 damage. Good thing I grabbed the extra potions while I could. Wow, that absorbed it. Dude, I got badge boosted in my attack like 6 times. Wonder if it's worth teaching Bide. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. Dude, that is the world's worst timing. That is the world's worst timing. If I fail this, I'm just gonna start over the whole run. Yeah, that is the world's worst timing. Alright, let me just make sure my stats are still frozen. Yep. Alright, take 4. See ya, Zealous-Spawn. Yeah, too much training. Well, Smash, I'm not gonna struggle on that guy the entire way through. Not the entire way through. You know, is facing the Flareon team good, or do I want Vaporeon? I don't know. I mean, Cloyster's got worse special than Vaporeon does. Honestly, I don't think it really matters much. At least I get the XP, which is valuable. Alright, so I'm gonna not black out on that bug catcher. I think what I'll just do is, make sure I fight the guy with Absorb. Or maybe just skip the guy entirely. I might just skip the guy entirely. Well, since I'm not doing blackouts, I will catch the Pidgey after all, if I happen to find one. Are you sure this isn't torture? No, because we get Sleep Powder and Swords Dance. If this is a Pokemon that did not, then I would say yes. If this thing's only good option was Sleep Powder and nothing else, then I would. But it gets Swords Dance. I'm not willing to go that far. Like, this thing's moveset is probably going to consist of Sleep Powder, Swords Dance, Acid, probably Double Edge. Or Mega Drain, one of those two. Yeah, I'm going to skip this next Bowcatcher. Don't even fight him. Not gonna... No, I'm pretty confident he was saying that as a joke. Rage is never the answer. Like, at least the Rage TM is never the answer. I think, if I recall correctly, I think Kangaskhan in this game starts with the move Rage. So it's actually quite useful on Brock. But, like, getting the TM in general is not. Yeah, I'm 100% getting Double Edge with this thing. Coughing made use of Rage. Isn't that because its only other alternative is Takedown? I don't know. I don't know what Zellspawn did with that thing. But then again, Coughing has, like, nothing going for it. Its whole moveset probably consists of Sludge, Thunderbolt, and Fire Blast. No Takedown? Are you kidding? Wow. Not even Takedown either. That's insane. But the thing is, like, what fights would Coughing even need Rage for? Like, what would it need it for? The beginning is not torture, dude. That's a vast overstatement. Torture would be like that Bonsly run in Pokemon Platinum. Like, if you go back and watch that video, I'm pretty sure I did name it torture. I was literally EV training for almost 2 hours. Alright. Wait, am I gonna level up during this? Please don't. I never considered leveling up during this fight to actually be a threat. Thank God. Uh-oh. Nope. I would have been so mad if I leveled up after Rattata. Dang, this sucks. Okay, I guess Giovanni 2 makes sense because he doesn't have Rhyhorn in yellow. That makes sense. And he's got all poison types. And he's got a ground type with... So Thunderbolt's not the answer? Oh my gosh. Come on, man. I'm pretty confident, though, that this is the answer. Oh my god. He does have Rhyhorn in that? Oh. Oh my man. Here's the stupid thing. Having absorb would be nice on the Rattata, but I need struggle for the Ekans. Oh my, is this even winnable? How much recoil does this need? You need 16 HP for the Ekans alone. Okay. Yeah, that's not enough. I still think this is the right strat, because Absorb is going to do so little damage. I don't know, this doesn't really feel any better. This also feels awful. Then again, I'm not sure how much damage Absorb does. You know what? I can look. Absorb does 5 to 6 damage. Struggles a 28% chance on the Ekans to 2-shot. Oh wait, that's at level oh dude, oh fuck. Okay, yeah, the root file's completely messed up. I forgot, whenever you start a new playthrough, you have to restart the router. Dude, I don't think struggle's the answer here. This is way too awful. I mean, Poison Sting does 3 to 4, Wrap does 2 to 3, but Absorb does 12 to 15. Yeah, I think I'm going to start over again. Gotta create a new root file. You'll take 30 HP of recoil. Yeah, in that fight. Struggle is just not the answer. Alright, take frickin' 5. I think with a Pokemon like this, I'm going to keep the XP Rooter up on the side. I mean, I still wouldn't call this thing torture, just struggle was not the answer for that trainer. Yeah, this run definitely requires some thought, for sure. Speaking of thought, I did not look at Scott's Thoughts' run, just because it's 3 years old. I think if it's a video that's more than 3 years old or older, I'm not gonna look at it. And its early game's a bit harder than Red and Blue Mewtwo. What are you talking about by that? That doesn't make sense. I mean, anything is harder than Mewtwo. Honestly, Red and Blue would be even worse for this Pokemon, because I'd have to deal with a Rocket Grunt's Zubat in Mount Moon. at least in yellow version, it just goes directly to... I mean, they do replace it with Jesse and James, but I'm only regular weak. I'm neutral to poison. I'm not 4 times weak to it like Bug. So honestly, if struggle doesn't matter for that guy, I kind of want to do that second bug catcher. But the problem is, I'm not going to have the power points and absorb. Oh, here's an interesting question, guys. Do you think it'd be a good idea to go directly from here to the final bug catcher, use struggle on him, heal at the center, buy an escape rope, come back into the forest, fight the other bug catcher with absorb, and then escape rope out? Because the only reason I was skipping him is because I didn't want to level up during that fight. But I think this time I do want all of the experience. And besides, the earlier I get acid, the better. And speaking of acid, we are 100% going to need acid for... oh shit, I don't have an... I hate this game. Yep, I wasn't paying attention. Dude, I've never once seen Mount Moon today. Oh, hold on, I forgot to re-record the root file. Man, this is annoying. This is more annoying than torture. Yeah, that was... Wait, no, this is take 6. No, this is take 6, right? Anyway, take 6. The level 9 Pidgeotto, right? I forgot to set my options. Whatever. I'm not going to reset over something like that. It doesn't help that for dinner I had some Asian food and the sauce was really sticky. Some of it's probably stuck in my throat or something. Do we want to... You know what? I don't want to accept a rival defeat. Now it's take 7. Alright, so it looks like if I choose to reset immediately at the rival battle, I don't need to make a new root file. You only need to make a new one if you save. Oh, okay. Good to know. Tackle does 5 to 6 damage. How often is that doing? Dude, that's doing 6 damage. Oh my god, dude. Hey, Zealous. Take 8. Hey, Zealous, I've never seen Mount Moon today. And also, struggle is not the answer for youngster Ben. Not the answer for him. The Rattata just does way too much damage to you and it outspeeds you. The best solution for that fight is basically just spam absorb. It's your best chance of winning. Because you gotta have at least 16 HP to deal with that Ekans, and you start with 41 health. But the Rattata's a 3-shot with struggle. And it outspeeds you as well. Dude, come on. Take 9. I'm only going to do one playthrough of this, and I want it to be a good playthrough, so I will start over if that rival kills me. Starting with an Eevee would be dope. Not really. If I were to do this playthrough with Eevee, Eevee only gets normal type moves. I would have to defeat the ghosts in Pokemon Tower with Bide, and it's a very awful move. Until the tower, right? Dude, come on. Jerk. Take 10. Oh, did you play Eevee recently? 8 hours later. Hey, Perky Penguin. I'm so old school. Is Shadow Ball bad against ghosts now? Eevee can learn that last time I checked. Even if Eevee can learn Shadow Ball, in Generation 1, the move Shadow Ball didn't exist. Shadow Ball was introduced in Gold and Silver. Basically, in this game, by level up, it only gets normal moves. And you may think, well, can't you use Struggle? Struggle deals typeless damage. No, in Generation 1, Struggle's a normal type move. You have to use the move Bide to recoil double the damage. It's just awful. Not old school enough. Good one. Yeah, what is this Gen 2 you speak of? Old enough to buy yellow when it first dropped. Wait, you actually bought it? Like, not like your parents got it for you or anything, you actually bought it? PC potion can't be necessary? Probably not. It's more like one of those precautionary items. Yeah, it's slowing down the lab attempts. It's more like a precautionary thing, because I thought I was going to be using Struggle more often. I mean, I could just pick up the hidden potion in the forest. And besides, in Mount Moon, I might need to use a couple of potions before Jesse and James. I mean, I'm not going to be buying any potions. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I do. My god, this Eevee's out for blood. There we go. What was this? Take 11 or take 12? Alright, let's try to not screw up this attempt this time. Oh, Zealous, here's what we're gonna do in the forest. We're gonna fight the 2 Metapod Bug Catcher, And then we're going to go immediately to the final trainer with struggle. I got to make sure my health is full before I do that. And I'm going to go into pewter, heal at the center, get an escape rope, go back into the forest and fight the second bug catcher. Because that second bug catcher, I really want the experience. But the problem is, I can't take him on with struggle. I have too little health. Is the second bug catcher worth backtracking for? Might just save for the Rattata trainer. Well, I'm going to save before that guy anyway. But, I mean, when I got to him last time, I was level 14. But if I can get to level 15, I think that'll make a huge difference. Pretty garbage experience. I just really want level 15 for that youngster. Because I was 14 last time. Because if I can do an extra 1 or 2 damage to the Ekans, I think it will mean a lot. And besides those, you can't just compare early game bug catchers to trainers in Victory Road. Like, obviously, compared to that, the bug catcher is garbage. But I'm thinking in terms of experience for the Rattata Ekans trainer, because that guy's probably going to be the hardest person until Jesse and James. Yeah, struggle. Are you asking him that because his name has pawn in it? That's funny. Don't backtrack, just struggle grind? Yeah, but struggle grind on who? I mean, I've played chess many times. I'm not good at it. My therapist used to keep kicking my ass at it. I never once beat him. In the wild? Is that really any better? I mean, I guess I'll just fight these 2 Pokemon and call it a day. Okay, we'll just count that as my extra training. I don't know what a peak rating is. Does Gloom evolve to video look through leveling? Oh, Vileplume? It evolves into Gloom at level 21, then you gotta use a Leaf Stone to get Vileplume. But, I actually am not allowing evolution in my runs. I'm gonna beat this whole game with an Oddish. Oh, it's your win-loss? Okay. I guess I just don't know how it's calculated. I know how to move the pieces, but never really learned strategy. Yeah, I never really learned strategies either. I know there's a ton of different opening moves you can memorize. Oh yeah, y'all need to go back to the center after this, yeah. Own any world records? I am an actual speedrunner, and I do own several world records. But what I'm doing right now isn't really speedrunning. It's more of a solo speedrun challenge where I'm just attempting to beat the game with Oddish as fast as I can. There's no serious leaderboard or anything, and I'm using self-imposed rules. But in terms of real speedruns, yes, I do own multiple world records. Yeah, that was my most recent record, but I think my most famous records are The ones that I set in Pokemon Conquest. I'm the only person on the entire internet, or probably the entire planet, who knows, that has actually 100%ed that game. Like, 100%ed down to the fact that I got every random person, every one of their perfect links. Which almost no one did. I can guarantee it. Yeah, a challenge run with a timer. Exactly. This was fine without leveling more. Yeah, I think just using Absorb was the better answer here. Struggle was not the right call. Alright, is 12 Absorbs enough? Oh yeah, it is. If it somehow isn't, I got Poison Powder. It's a meme that's easy to counter. 16. Well, that means I'm gonna have to start a... Oh no, that's level 21 I evolved. Zealous Pawn, you'll get there one of these days. I mean, Scott's only been doing yellow runs for probably 4 years at least. And he's already beaten every yellow Pokemon multiple times before J-Rose even finished the original red and blue decks, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I already caught a Pidgey. I'm going to be fighting just a couple of trainers in here because I want Acid as soon as possible. Because like I've mentioned before, we need Acid for the 2 Oddish, 1 Pidgey trainer in front of Bill's house. Because that guy is legitimately impossible. That girl is legitimately impossible to beat with Absorb. She's going to out-heal you. You have to use Acid. What's the most coveted world record? Probably red and blue, any percent glitchless world record. It's a 143 now, which is insane. I assumed I just assumed they were talking like actual world record. Like, what's the most coveted record? And I think it just has to, yeah, red and blue, any percent glitchless. It's probably the most, it's probably the most ran category. Like, even though the record is probably unwinnable at this point. Oh. Well, shoot. This is a problem. I'm out of Absorbs. You know what? I've come too far. You know what? I'm just gonna have this guy kill me. I've come way too far to quit. No, this run's not going well. This run sucks. Yeah, honestly, I should have grabbed that as... Well, better yet, I should have just healed at the center. Is this guy even gonna kill me? Dude, I don't want to start this run over. This run is already awful enough. No, Zealospawn. Doduo would not have solved anything there. That was completely my fault. I should have healed at the Mount Moon Center. Frickin' hate this. I'm not kidding. I probably would have been nearly done with my initial Oddish run by now. Like, it took so many attempts just to beat that rival. You know what? I got a better nickname for this. There, that should be a better nickname for it. Well, the bitch died. You know what? I'm just gonna do what Steve did in those Nuzlockes. I'm gonna do what Steve did in those Nuzlockes. He had a very funny nicknaming thing for Nuzlockes that kept losing to the rival. You should name it Doduo. That'd be funny. Is that Christian channel? This ain't a Minecraft server. Alright, take 13. Well, Zealous Pawn, toughen up. I'm gonna see how many numbers it takes for me to win again. See ya. Alright. Three. Man, come on. This is awful. Next is IV. Yep. Then it'll just be... I actually wonder how I'm going to do 8, because that's VIII. I would just have to remove the space. Yeah, this is literally what Steve kept doing in some of his Nuzlocke that kept dying to the rival. I think one time it went up to like 15 or something, which is pretty funny. Come on. Dude! I keep getting like so close. Yeah, that Eevee's a massive troll. That's why I was really upset when that run died. Alright, now it'll be a V. Got my hopes up. Oh, right. That's a good one, Smash. Good one. Nope. How many of them must be sacrificed? Why letting the rival push you out of your way? You need to stand up for yourself. Well, I mean, Oddish needs to stand up for itself. Like, come on, I'm already up to 6. 6 is VI, right? Yeah, VI is 6. It's going to get a little confusing once I get to 9, because I actually don't know what the Roman numeral for 9 is. I know 10 is X. Okay. Bitch 6, 1. Alright. Pull out the Mega Zygarde. Oh, 1X is 9. Okay. Hopefully we don't get to that part. Lucky 6. Yeah. Normally it's lucky 7s. Oh, yeah. Give it up for day 15 of what, actually? At least I finally quit coughing now. Pidgeot might be your favorite. Oh, Pidgeot's front sprite in yellow is really good. I remember when Scott's Thoughts made his own tier list for front sprites. I will never forgive him for putting Pidgeot in, like, the D tier or something like that. Like, he ranked it really low. I cannot forgive him for that. I mean, his tier lists for the sprites in general aren't really that great. Some of his opinions I don't really agree with. Perhaps kept Crust Crab Boom for 24 hours and Plankton ordered 10,000 patties. That must be an episode from after my time, because I do not remember watching that. But I remember when I was young, up until that current moment, I had watched every episode. I remember an episode where Mr. Krabs kept it open for 24 hours. I remember it was the hash slinging slasher episode. But the one about ordering the 10,000 patties, I do not remember that one. Must have been after my time. What are your top 3? My top 3 favorite Pokemon? Reshiram's number 1, and then number 2 and 3. It's hard to name a specific 2 and 3. I would have to say Crobat is in the top 3 for sure. And the other one, I actually don't know. I know some other Pokemon that I like Weavile, Electros, Excadrill. But I don't know which one I would truly put in third. Or Weavile's another one. Unless I already said that. Alright, I'll need to heal up again. Alright, so if I just remember to heal in the center, I should be fine. Oh, dude, we're speed tied. Dude, level 15 would have been pretty beneficial here. Uh-oh. Dude, stop it. Thank you. Man, that was close. Yeah, I'm gonna go heal again. Why would a Tyranitar be a controversial take? It's a cool Pokemon. I'm just not a fan of its typing. Yeah, Crobat is definitely top 3 for me. Basically, in almost any game where you can catch a Zubat, I will have a Crobat on my team. Fun fact, in my first playthrough of Legends Arceus, I actually found a full-odd shiny Zubat. And I actually had a Zubat on my team at the time, and I actually replaced it with a shiny, and I beat the game with a shiny Zubat. That was awesome. Oh, I would not say Entei. My main problem with Entei is it does not get the best selection of moves. There's just way other better fire types. I think Suicune is the best of the dogs. I mean, Tyranitar is also great for setting up Sandstorm, which is really good. Is your favorite Pokemon Gyarados? Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to defeat the hiker and then immediately use an escape rope. Knew you'd say that. Machamp? I'd say it's Machamp. Hey Smash Mouth, have you seen that Dorkly video about I think it was I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a Gen 1 like high school reunion type of thing. And it showed like Poliwhirl and Machamp, and then the Magikarp everyone bullied came back as a Gyarados, and then the Gyarados started bullying his old classmates. I remember Gyarados coming in, he's like, hey, remember me? And then Machamp's like, no. Oh yeah, remember me? Magikarp? Or as if you guys used to call me Magic Crap. And let me guess, what nickname are you going to call me now? Oh, no, not Gyarados. Gyarados. I don't remember the exact words, but it was a really funny skit. Shiny, you gonna find an Alpha Tyranitar? I think Zone 20 can have Alpha Tyranitars. But it's not really a reliable place to look for it, though, because the alphas that are in there are random every time you reload. I don't know if... I think some of the hyperspace portals could have one. Maybe. That... Man, the one escape rope wasn't enough. To be fair, I think even if I had gotten the... I think even if I did get the ether, I don't think 12 absorbs would have been enough. So I think I do need to go back and heal again. I mean, this is very annoying, but I've already used my escape rope. Really? Right on the exit? I don't know if any of the hyperspace portals could have Larvitar. I mean, this will be the one for sure. Literally entering Mount Moon is my point of no... Like, beating Jesse and James is going to be my point of no return. Like, once I get past, this will be the run that I finish. I mean, this amount of massive backtracking is very annoying, but... You do need to... Maybe I should have bought a second escape rope. Probably, yeah. Man, Zealous Pond's gonna miss this. He's gonna miss us, getting out of Rock Tunnel. Or Mount Moon, I meant. I wonder if I should have top bide. I thought point of no return was implied since the move wasn't introduced until Gen 2. Very funny. Honestly, is this even good? I just Gen 1 missed Absorb. Nice. Alright, is 6 Absorbs even going to be enough? I don't think so. Nope. I think I will just teach Bide as a backup move. Yes, though that's why I used them. Being so strong is an added bonus. I mean, it's not my fault Absorb sucks. We need more crits. I mean, we have a 5.85% chance to crit. We're really not getting any. I just Gen 1 missed Absorb again. Finally. I guess Poison Powder the Meowth would have also been a good backup. Alright, at least at level 24 we'll be getting Acid. You know what? I think we actually want to do Misty's gym first. Uh-oh, dude. There we go. Build candy to 24. That could be a strat, but we don't need absorb for like the nugget bridge trainers. Or we don't need acid. I think we can wait on it. I mean, maybe if after beating the rival we get 23, I'll use one candy. "20 power moves suck." Actually, it's 30 because of stab. I'm sorry, I had to. On the bright side, this isn't the red and blue rival, because the red and blue rival, honestly, the red and blue rival, I probably would get acid for it. Dude. You know what? We might not need to use candies. We're very close to getting acid for sure. No, I don't think one candy's worth it. We're very close. Actually, you know what? We're in the medium slow group. You're probably right. Just use one. Oh, so long poison powder. Never knew ya. Hey, Elka, you said you like Entei. Entei's music is playing. But yeah, at least acid will be nice. You know, I've always said that acid is a pretty underrated move in red, blue, and yellow. Because poison is so useful early game for coverage. Like, people think, like, oh, poison move, it sucks. But no, acid specifically is really good. I think poison moves in general are just underrated. It's just people overlook them just because there's a lot of poison types in this game. The battle with Red after Pokemon League and Silver and Gold is probably the most iconic boss battle. I think so, yeah. I think one of the other, like, most iconic ones, it's definitely a top contender, is probably the Cynthia battle. There's all those memes about, like, you entering the house, and then you hear the piano music playing. Or, like, when you battle Volo, and then you immediately recognize his theme, and you're like, oh no. Hey, MVF. How's Oddish doing? Well, I had 11 failed attempts before deciding to give this thing an appropriate nickname, and I went all the way to 6 until I finally beat the rival again. Literally, this is the first time I've even made it to Bill's house. We're not changing it, right? Dominic, I've already done Hitmonchan. I'm not playing it again. least there are only 6 Star Wars movies. I wonder if I should say it. I thought there were more than 6 movies. I think it was a Clefairy. Alright, can't learn dig. Any records? Like for actual speedruns? I only really do speedrun streams every Wednesday. Yesterday I started doing runs in Legends ZA. I do plan to go to any percent, but I actually am doing the Rogue Mega Rush first. It's a new category that was created, and there hadn't been any runs submitted yet because it is pretty difficult. And I wasn't able to get any runs yesterday, but I will try again next week. The stream was mostly team building though. Alright, the question is, do we want to do training on this boat? I think not, no. I don't think we need training on this boat. Why didn't Xerneas and Yveltal get megas? I don't know. Maybe... I think the main theory is that it was their energy that powered the ultimate weapon, which created Mega Stones. So, I mean, why would they be affected by it? That's my guess. Yeah, you saw that. Seems like a lot of RNG involved. It's more or less RNG, more like, knowing the strategies, like, deciding the strats. I mean, I have said that I am aware of the cheese strat, where you can use Goregeist with Trick or Treat, and then just spam, like, Screech with Annihilate. You use Screech, Focus Energy, Rage Fist. I mean, I don't believe that's the fastest strat at all. Dude, Game Freak hates Volcanion as a Pokemon. Like, in Legends ZA, when they gave you the opportunity to fight it, it's in a giant black void. Alright, I think the plan here is just Sleep Powder and... You know what? Theoretically, Bide could be the... No, our bulk is too bad. I don't know, maybe Bide could have worked. I'd rather do this. Yeah, that's just better. I'm going to get the Emerald Overlay working, probably a few more weeks, but it looks like I can get it working similarly. I mean, MBF, what should help is a lot of the property paths are named the exact same thing, so wouldn't you have to just add a get generation check, like if generation equals 3, show this stuff? I know that's what Steve and I did when originally converting it to Gen 2, because when the overlay was left unfinished by game dev, there was meant to be Gen 2 support in it, but he never finished it. It looks like it misses a lot. It's just the problem is, it's a very slow move to activate. And, for Pokemon that, like, move around a lot, like Camerupt and Tatsugiri, it's just not great. You gotta really have your opponents cornered. Uh-oh. Okay, thankfully it used 2 growths. If I'm paralyzed here, the Oddish could, or the Bellsprout could theoretically spam Wrap forever. Dude, there we go. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I say poison's underrated. Yes, there are a lot of poison types, but there's also a lot of bug types, and they're all weak to poison. I think that one weakness actually made sense. They should never have gotten rid of it. MVF, I know something Scott did was he went directly into the... I don't know if you have access to the disassembly, but I know Scott did something to get rid of the encryption within the game, so you can modify things. I think it was one, he got rid of the dynamic memory allocation, and he also got rid of the bad egg checks in the party encryption. So maybe you could ask him for a patch that just does that. You could probably work from there. I mean, I don't do it because I like using PK Hex in my runs, and PK Hex does not like when you mod the game. Whoops. Oh well, this is good training nonetheless. Oh, absolutely. Sylph ASAP. Sleep Powder, Swords Dance, Acid. This is going to be our coverage of choice. Alright, I'm going to go into the rocket hideout. What do you guys think my vitamin of the day should be? I mean, protein could be a good one, but maybe Carbos, but I think our speed is too low to where I think Carbos won't even matter. Maybe we should just go all in on calcium. Carbos? Carbos 100%. I mean, I guess some speed is better than none. Protein is my go-to. I wasn't thinking protein just because we get Swords Dance. You know what? We'll go Carbos. Horn Drill, Ice Beam, Rock Slide, Green Nuggets. We're gonna want Mimic for sure. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be very important to outspeed Alakazam. So yeah, let's do 4 Carbos. Should I teach Double Edge now? Yes. Yeah, Double Edge in the place of Bide. Oh, dude, the Ghastlies are going to be annoying. We're going to have to put them to sleep and spam either Absorb or Acid. Okay, that actually kind of hurt. Pedal Dance? Eh, why not? Nice. Damn. To be fair, I should have put the Firo to sleep. Honestly, I probably should have used one Acid, then swept with Pedal Dance. I'm thinking of what to eat. Lucky sixes slapping everybody through. Not bad. I mean, it's still not great. Okay, yeah, Pedal Dance does do more. So yeah, I should definitely put the Ghastlies to sleep first. Dude, come on. 25% chance to be fully paralyzed, by the way. Dude, the Ghastly trainers here stink. Also, look at this. I'm 1 speed slower. Even with the 4 Carbos. Maybe keeping Absorb would have been the better play, but I don't know. It would have been difficult either way. Okay, serious question. Do any of you know if Acid can still lower the defense of poison types? Because I know, like, secondary effects don't work on the type that's of the move. Like, I know Body Slam can't paralyze normal types. Can Acid lower the defense of poison types? You got sad about this place? I don't think I ever did, no. Dude, this is the world's most inaccurate Pokemon. It still does lower its defenses? Okay. Yeah, you're right. Did that Gen 1 miss? There we go. Maybe it's just status conditions, not secondary effects. That's probably it. Okay, where to next? I think next is going to have to be Erica's gym. Yeah, Erica's gym. I'll fight these two trainers over here. These are the best trainers in her gym. Gotta go. Good laughs today, though. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Elka. When are you live again? I'll be live tomorrow at, I believe, 8 p.m. EST. I'll be doing Pokemon Moon with Guzzlord. It was a donation requested run. So I'm gonna be playing that. It'll probably be awful. But it probably won't be too bad. Come on, Gloom. Go down. Come on. Oh my gosh, the world's slowest fight. Hurry up. Full restore. Yeah, and Elkra, I always post a schedule for the week every Sunday. So you can always keep an eye out for that, too. I put it on the community tab. We're just lowering each other's defense. Okay, I better put this thing to sleep. Okay, I was being way too cocky there. I should have put them to sleep, because they're only going to spam acid. I mean, I don't need to worry about that thing. I forgot to record a root file. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, acid, defense drop into double edge is a pretty good combo. I'm gonna do another vitamin buy. So I think we're gonna need it. I used to record replay files. I don't do it anymore, though. I just never really had a point in doing it. I mean, we did it during the Mew race. I know that. Alright. I am going to get 2 Carbos. I know this does mean I am eliminating a free overworld Carbos, but I think using the Carbos early on is better. Alright, let's see. Acid. Alright, yeah, we're going to be replacing Petal Dance with Swords Dance. Oh. You've got to be kidding. Fine, I'll dig out. That was embarrassing. Alright, this will be the last fight where we won't have Swords Dance. There we go. Finally, Swords Dance. Swords Dance, my beloved. Alright, now let's fight the good trainers here. Yeah. That's gonna kill me if I do that. Whoops. I would have replaced acid. Yeah, but then the problem is, my only physical move is double edge. I mean, you know what? I could combine double edge with Mega Drain. You know, that might have been a better idea. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I think if I combine the two, it'll be good. I still do not know a good move ordering. I think double edge in slot 1, Sleep Powder slot 4, Swords Dance slot. Yeah, I think this is appropriate. Great, now it played an alarm. Oh my god, this is the world's most inaccurate Oddish. Just take the blackout. Dude, this Golbat is trolling me. Come on. Thank you. I'm just trying to make sure I keep my health high. Dude! 4 times in a row. That's a 1 in 64 chance. Getting paralyzed 4 times in a row. That was less than a 2% chance. Like, dude, this is seriously the world's most inaccurate Oddish. I'm having to do my Sylph pathing out of order now because I keep blacking out. I don't remember. Is this guy any good? I swore I've tested this guy before. No, it's not. This guy sucks. I don't think there are any good trainers on this floor. I think it's just a guy with a single electrode and that's it. Oh, 7th floor next. I'm gonna do a 9th floor heal first. I still gotta do the 7th floor. Alright, I wonder, should I go take on Koga, or should I do the rival while I'm here? I mean, there's no way I outspeed that Kadabra. Why, man? Every time. Oh, you hit yourself 3 times. Oh, you get paralyzed 4 times in a row. And now I have to slowly black out to a Golbat whose only attacking move is Bite. I'm pretty sure the Kadabra is like, what, 76 speed? Good thing I already did my vitamin buy. I'm getting broke. 84. Wow, I underestimated that. Yeah, it can only use Poison Sting, yeah, but the Kadabra's still gonna hit me with Psybeam. I think it has Psychic as well, I don't remember. Why do you miss so much? Like, my god. Is that just your whole life purpose? Just missing nonstop? You want at least 64 speed. Yeah, I think I should go fight Koga first. In that case. Alright, that's everybody. No, we're not gonna candy it. No, I don't think that's necessary. Actually, Koga won't be much better, though. Let's just see how many candies it would take. You know what? Let's stick with this. Because there are far better trainers in the late game anyway. What do you mean speed tie? You said 63 speed. Thankfully, that was confusion, not Psybeam. Oh, level lower was 63. Ah. Hey, Zealospawn, welcome back. I mean, I don't know who would have been better. Because on the one hand, this Sandslash is free setup, but on the other hand, those Venonats could use Psychic. Ow. And I don't think Koga's badge boost would let me outspeed that Kadabra. That's just way too fast. Unless I were to do Blaine first, which is a terrible idea. I think that's enough. Okay, yeah, I don't think I needed those. I better go heal up again. You know, Pond, this is the world's most inaccurate Oddish. Like, I've gotten so many misses, so many paralysis in a row, and just, in general, the thing just won't cooperate. Maybe it should have been worthy of the nickname Torture in the first place. I wonder if Bellsprout would have been better. Do you guys think Bellsprout would be better than Oddish? Sad. So yeah, I've been informed that you ran coughing in yellow using Rage. Is that true? Bellsprout's better, but it's just as bad. Okay. Guilty as charged. I was asking Smash, or I think it was Smash Math, like, where would that move even be useful? And he said, this Giovanni fight specifically. And I'm like, well, you know, that makes sense. He's got a ground type, so that's immune to Thunderbolt. And he's got a lot of poison types, so Sludge doesn't work. Honestly, yeah, that's actually a decent idea. But then again, that's a coughing. No, 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 no. Do not do Sabrina. Yeah, I think I'll replace Mimic. I'll get Mimic sometime in the league. Level 48 uses the flute, right? Oh my god. Dude, whoever invented Wake Up Right Away needs to be fired. It's the most frustrating thing in the game. You land a sleep move and it wakes up right away. You may as well have just missed. Mimic Lick, surely? No, I will Mimic Lick. Trust me, I did that with Victory Bell. Wait, I don't think I have a... No, I don't have another healing item. Just skip that guy. Oh, I ended up doing a second vitamin buy pawn for another Carbos. I bought a grand total of like 6 Carbos in this run. That does eliminate 2 free Carbos in the overworld, but I think it was beneficial. Because I remember what, I think it was either N1 or Smash suggested that We need to be able to outspeed the champion's Alakazam after 3 Swords Dances. A second buy makes sense. Yeah, I think with first stages, I almost always do a second buy. I mean, Starred, you would know if you'd seen the first hour of this stream. I'm just saying. It took me over an hour to get past Mount Moon. That's all I'll say. This run was beyond frustrating. Oh, right, I can't go that way. Yeah, I think Carbos would be the #1 reason. I mean, there's been one run I did it for Calcium. Dude, this guy's trying to prevent Sleep Claws. Doesn't make it any less funny. I ended up giving up on nicknaming it Speed after 10 tries. It was literally my 11th attempt I changed the nickname. Alright, is 6 double edges going to be enough? I think so, yeah. Hey look, we're at the level cap. Oh, wait. Come on, man. I'm not gonna have enough, HP. Maybe? Wow, that was cutting it close. Yeah, double edge with Mega Drain is surely something. Alright, yeah, we're definitely going to do a lot of the training in the water. Hey, Santiago. Clutch X attack. Yeah, X attack for that leech life. Hey, Smash, you want me to fight your favorite trainer? I think I'm just going to fight all these people here. Sabrina and Blaine are going to be awful. I wonder if Acid is better for Koga and delayed Mega Drain? Probably. I did do Sylph first, though. I don't know. Mega Drain combined with Double Edge was really good. Oh, I mean, I would provide you with my root file, but I actually forgot to record the root file. You know what? Let's fight this guy. Why not? Smash Math's favorite trainer. Ideally, if you want 76 out of battle speed, 85 in battle for Blaine. Why 85 for Blaine? Every one of his Pokemon's over 100 speed. I think the one thing saving my butt is Blaine has random AI in this game, so he might just spam like Tail Whip and Confuse Ray. So you need 85 speed in order to badge boost to outspeed everything else? Okay. Yeah, I forgot to record a root file. My bad. I doubt you need more training. I want to at least make sure I can outspeed Blaine's Pokemon after Badge Boost. If you're wondering why I'm refusing to use a Repel, I only had enough... I only bought the minimum number of Repels, and I've already used my one spare. So, I'm going to wait until I get inside the mansion to use another Repel. Okay. Yeah, it could Tail Whip as well, badge boosting me further. Can one Super Repel last this whole thing? It probably could if you skipped the candy up there. Alright, I'm gonna skip Blaine's trainers. No Raticate jump scare. I mean, we were over that level cap anyway. Dude. I think this should be enough. You know, that crit probably helped. Maybe rounding or something. But hey, first try Blaine, I'll take it. Alright, Sabrina time. Takedown is only a quarter of the recoil. I mean, I'm using double edges. Yeah, but they're the same thing. Isn't struggle half the recoil, not a quarter? Alright, I'm gonna reset if I get hit with flash. Because I do not want to get hit with flash. At least the Kadabra line doesn't have much HP, which does help with recoil. Oh no, Psywave. Alright, I think... Is it worth fighting anybody in Giovanni's gym? No, I don't think so. Skywave Clefable? No, you don't. Quit saying you're gonna do the worst runs ever. Hey, Zealous, with a grass poison type, will Giovanni's Nidos only go for Leer and Tail Whip? Because I swore I've seen something about that. Do I not need to worry about them at all? Well, I'll just Mega Drain off the Doug Trio. Nope. Okay, I'll just leave and go heal. Yeah, they probably will only spam Tail Whip earlier. Because I don't think they're going to want to use Thunder or Double Kick or Earthquake. Because I think they look at the grass typing first. I think if they had a poison move, they would only use the poison move. Ow. I mean, it's probably not going to matter anyway. It didn't. Free super potion. Thank you, Giovanni. For once, yellow Giovanni was actually easy. Alright, do you guys think we need to do any victory road trainers? I'm thinking of just doing a couple. Like, I want to do the cool trainer with the water types. Let's see, cool water. Think of the frames lost? Shut up. Trying to think of some other worthwhile trainers that'd be easy to knock out. Oh yeah, do not fight the Chansey trainer with double edge. That's a bad idea. Dude, I hate this grass. It is never worth using a repel for that grass. Because this water up ahead has no encounters in it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right. That was a turn frame encounter. On the frame, you try to turn, you can actually get an encounter while staying in place. It's annoying. We actually might need some candies for badge boosting reasons. You know, I could probably fight the trainer with the Executor, Arcanine, and Garrett and Cloyster. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy. This guy is really good training if you have a grass type or an electric type. Alright, so how far am I from a level up? Alright, so I think I'll need to do my setup on the Cloyster. Oh my god. Dude! I missed... What the... Dude! You saw that, right? 4 sleep powder misses and 1 wake up right away. That is insanely stupid. 6. It's unfortunate we're like 2 levels too high to maintain badge boosts. I think we can work with it. Oh my god. Why? This is the world's most inaccurate Oddish. All my resets here were just because of sleep powder misses. Coffee seeds. Coffee seeds. That's a good one. That was actually a good one. Or at least Jinx doesn't have much HP. Nice Blizzard miss. Finally, some luck going my way. No, I don't think we need to do any blackouts. Alright, hiker time. Can you imagine if that paralyzed me? Oh! Oh, man. Oddish, you embarrassing little butthole. Was that a level up during the fight? It was a level up. Dude, what? Oh, I'm using Swords Dance. Whoops. You know what? I deserve that. Alright, I just gotta do my setups on the Hitmonchan. Dude, again? Well, thank you for thawing me. Idiot. You know, Zealspawn, you need to do this run. I dare you. After you're done with Gyarados, do this. Alright, so I think now I'm going to teach Mimic in the place of Mega Drain. Or Double Edge. Yeah, Mega Drain. We're going to be mimicking Lick. Man, even with those badge boosts, I still don't outspeed. Well, not anymore, I don't. Oh my god. That was 6 sleep powder misses in a row. Seriously, this Oddish is literally using Worry Seed on people. Like, what the heck? Uh-oh. Dude? Alright, I'm gonna use 3 candies level 61. Or you know what? No, 2 candies level 60. I'm gonna save a candy for Lance and the Champion. I wonder if the higher level will make a difference. I'm underspeeding by 1. Oh, come on. How do you land Hypnosis, but I don't land Sleep Powder? I swear this feels like I'm using Hypnosis. Oh my god. I don't think I'm under leveled. This is the right level. I literally just keep getting bad luck. Man, Agatha truly is the Agatha lottery in this. Oh my god. There, I moved some steps. Hopefully I advance the RNG. It's so awful how I underspeed that Ghastly by 1. I mean, it's not like I'm going to outspeed the second one. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. It wakes up anyway, but it just used a failed Confuse Ray. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna want the speed for sure. So yeah, use 1 candy. I hate having to use a candy that early, or when I'm that close to a level up. But I think Oddish just kind of had to. You know what? I'm actually thinking of mimicking Hyper Beam. You know what? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna mimic Hyper Beam. You crit, dude. Come on. Do better than that. There we go. That was perfect. Ice Beam would have been better? Maybe. But hey, at least I got to use Hyper Beam strats. Alright, so yeah, the Sandslash here still has Poison Sting, so I don't need to put it to sleep. Alright, I'm gonna mimic Earthquake. %, full restore. Yeah, I'm not outspeeding that thing. Or just get a Kinesis Miss. Okay, that works. Not cool, man. Honestly, I'm not sure if mimicking Earthquake is the right call. But part of me thinks it is. Maybe I'll just put the Sandslash to sleep just to avoid extra damage. I think without Mega Drain, the extra damage adds up. Special drop. You know what? That just badge boost. Dude, that's bad. That special drop badge boosted my speed to speed tie, which is so pointless. Come on, I need you to cooperate. $121.13, 20 resets and 3 blackouts, level 63. I got the in-between. I think I got the in-between. 120 to 125. Hey, at least my guess was spot on. This... I'm not 100% sure this was the right way to do the league. It definitely sucked not having access to Mega Drain. Could have been Quick Attack? I don't think so, Zealous-Pond. Wouldn't the good AI make it use Flamethrower? Or Reflect? I don't think it would have gone for Quick Attack. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the right way is. Maybe we can look back at Scott's run and see what his idea was at the time. Oh, sorry, I forgot to record a root file. You're right. Look at me outsmarting the yellow guy. I had to, like, keep a very close eye on my HP. Alright, let's go ahead and put this on the leaderboard. This is going to be yellow run number 31. Alright, let's see. We were level 63. 20 resets. Real time of 121.13. Mimicking Earthquake seems reasonable. I guess what I meant is, like, combining Earthquake and Double Edge. Like, not having access to healing is just awful. I think if you'd gone to the League at 54, it would have been easier. The question is, like, would everything else have been fine at 54? You know, Zealous-Pond, this should be the Pokemon you run next. You said this could get sub-hour with optimization. I want you to try and make it happen. Alright, wait, what was my game time? 4:38. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. Look at it, 4th to last place. It did better than Hitmonchan and Tangela, but worse than Pikachu and Rattata. And I think Rattata is a pretty underrated Pokemon in Gen 1. Like, the Raticate line in general is pretty good. I mean, no Swords Dance, but Stab, Body Slam, and, like, having Thunderbolt coverage is pretty good. I'm still pretty proud of that Onix run. I remember I copied Scott's strategy from Red and Blue on using Fissure and Bind for Lorelei. Hitmonchan can get sub-hour too. Unless you've actually done that, I won't believe you. It was 435 in the title card? Oh, okay. Right, because the game time progressed during the credits. Tangela, you don't think so. Yeah, Tangela is just horrifically bad. You know what? I'm going to bring up... let's look at Scott's run. Let's take a look at Scott's run. So let's see. If we head on over to the search function... Swords Dance, Sleep Powder, Mega Drain, and Acid, then Mimic over Mega Drain. Let's just take a look-sees.
So a long time ago, I did a playthrough of Pokemon Red with only an Oddish, and it was pretty brutal. That's because in Generation...
Oh, man.
on the last turn, and I'm able to finish
this
it all.
overlay,
my
like,
pretty low now, so I'm gonna have to make
tell
a trip back to
this was
Nurse Joy
like
before I
getting
continue
closer
with
to
the
his
route.
newer
Up next
design,
is
but
Mount
seeing
Moon. By
the
way, I
move
fought
in a
this
font
super
that
nerd.
big.
I pick up the rare candy, and then I actually
have
pick
a
up the escape
Hitmonchan
rope, which is an
video?
item I normally skip in yellow version, because you can't use it to escape Bill's house and teleport back. Okay, time for the Venomoth. It goes for Leech Life, and yeah, that's enough to get the knockout. Okay, so let's try.
Let's go to his optimized run. You don't need to ping Scott.
His lead is Sandslash, and by this point I've realized the Poison Sting, Grass, Poison type interaction, so yeah, I can just set up Swords Dance here for free. One unfortunate thing is that my speed caps out at 154, which
Interesting.
is
He's
too
a
less
higher.
than Alakazam.
He's a far
I feel
higher
like throughout this
level.
entire playthrough, my speed has been just enough, or just not enough. Oddish was really walking that speed tightrope. After setting up, I accidentally click Acid, which does a third to the Sandslash, and then I finish it off on the next turn with Mega Drain. Okay, time for the Alakazam. It moves first, hits Psychic. Oddish survives with half health, but unfortunately my special is lowered. I go for Acid.
It is an old
Alakazam out
video.
in
I'm
one
just
hit,
curious.
And then against the Executor, I am
Look
able
at
to
that.
take
He had
it out with a
green
single Acid.
status
That's
effects,
good. Next is
stab
Magneton.
modifiers,
I
and
go for
red
Acid,
ones.
also a one
That's pretty
hit.
cool.
Okay, this is favorable. But now it's time for the Cloyster. I outspeed, hit Mega Drain, and because of my lowered special, it does less than half. The Cloyster strikes back with Aurora Beam, and that finishes me off because of a critical hit. Of course, another way this fight can go wrong is the Alakazam could crit me. In this
Let's just look at his second playthrough.
ensuring that it outspeeds all of her Pokemon. Today, I got quite lucky
this was
here,
probably
and I managed to
before
defeat her
he
on my
figured
first
out the
attempt.
Mimic
Now
Lick
it is
strat.
time for Lance, who is perhaps one of the hardest trainers for Oddish to fight. But there is obviously a solution here. I use my final 2 rare candies to take Oddish up to level 70, over 1 more damage rounding threshold, and then I teach it Mimic in the place of Mega Drain. So here's how I can take an easy victory over Lance. Simply put the Gyarados to sleep, set up Swords Dance, and then use Acid to take it out as well as the first Dragonair. After that, I put the second Dragonair to sleep, and then I use Mimic to steal Ice Beam. This way I can one-shot it. The Aerodactyl is scary only because it can one-hit me if it gets a critical hit with Fly, but if it doesn't, I have a guaranteed one-hit against it, as well as the following
Yeah,
Dragonite.
I don't think
this
Scott
time,
used
I take a
Double Edge
first
at all in
attempt
this
victory
video.
against the Dragon Master. Unfortunately, though, Oddish is not going to clock in under an
Although,
hour and 20
I
minutes,
think Zellspawn can
let's
agree
see
with
how
me
the
on this.
champion
I think
fight
the
goes.
Double Edge
Because
strat
in this case, I do not
is going to
have
be a lot
grass
better
move to
than
deal
this
with the
strat,
Cloyster.
for sure.
My strategy here is to mimic Earthquake from the Sandslash. In combination with Swords Dance, this is going to be a very consistent way to sweep through most of his Pokemon. By the way, you'll notice that I put the Sandslash to sleep, and that's just so I don't take chip damage from Poison Sting as I do all of this setup. Next is Alakazam, and I've planned this out meticulously so I have 2 more speed than it, so I can move first with Earthquake and one-shot. Next is Executor. I go for Acid because it's super effective, but I get a critical hit so it doesn't
He was
knock
probably
it
in
out.
his still
However, the weird grass
uncomfortable
type
with
just
recoil
misses
moves era.
Hypnosis, serves it
Probably.
right, and then I finish it off.
Honestly,
Next
Double
is
Edge
Magneton.
did
I
not
outspeed,
feel
and I
great
can
during the
one-hit
league
with
at all.
Earthquake, and now it's time for the Cloyster.
You know,
Well, Sleep Powder has solved a lot of problems
I
so
do
far,
wonder
so
if it
let's
would
solve-
be
okay,
possible
it
to
misses.
delay
That's
teaching
frustrating.
Mega Drain
Cloyster goes
until
for Ice Beam,
Giovanni.
and Oddish should survive
What do
that
you think,
unless
Zeus?
the
Do you think that's
Cloyster gets a
possible?
critical hit, which it does here. So there's only a roughly 14% chance that that happens.
At least
Anyways,
my
let's
first
do it
playthrough is
again.
faster,
I make it back
but
to Cloyster this time. I'm
it's
going
not
to
a big deal
survive
whether
the
it
Ice
is or
Beam
not.
most likely, and if I do, I'll get another chance to roll Sleep Powder even if my first one misses. With the Water type asleep, I have a guaranteed 2 hit on it, and after that is Flareon, I outspeed, and
I think
Earthquake
if we had
one-hits.
access
So
to
Oddish
Mega
clocks
Drain
in
in
with
the
a time
league,
of 1 hour 21
well,
minutes
I had
and
it for
46
Lorelei,
seconds with
but I
4
had to
resets at
unteach
level
it for Mimic.
71. This took 5 hours and 12 minutes of game time. So what placement has Oddish earned?
Man, if only you had access to 2 Double Edge TMs. It'd be a lot better. At this level, he's outgoing closer with Earthquake, but he's using Mega Drain instead. I don't know. Oh, when was the Parasect race? Let's take a look. This video came out in 2023. Wasn't the Parasect race like late 2022? When did the Parasect race come out? Dude, it's not even coming up in the search results. It's because he named it something weird. Dude. Did he delete it or something? No, he didn't. Where is it? Am I blind? Where's his Parasect race? Oh, it's called 200 attempts. Yeah, I swore it. Maybe it's... Okay.
low. I also pride myself with relentless
2023. So no, this video came out like 4 months after. Oh, look, July 2022. Yeah, this is 100% after the XP router.
Refining, and approaching my work as scientifically as possible. My goal is always to get excellent results.
I always liked how
So
this
failing
video
to win
started.
was a Porygon moves first, uses Tri-Attack, and finishes the fight. Speedrunner 0218 wins the race with a time of 58 minutes and 26 seconds, proving that he is really a speedrunner. For me,
I always liked that
losing
start.
that race was so frustrating. After all,
I just had to do it. Yeah, all the race videos are good. I never once argued they were bad, but sometimes Scott's titling with like his special videos. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow, where I will be doing Pokemon Moon with Guzzlord, and keep an eye out for the Ninetales video. I still need to finish editing it, but it should only take around an hour or so for me to finish. So I'm going to get right to work on that. Anyway, I'll see you.